Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. We're in Proverbs chapter 9. We're going to look at 3 verses, and unfortunately, sometimes we get into the Bible, and there are really encouraging verses. These are kind of more sober verses that make us want to pause and think about what we're doing, and that's so important for us to do. So I remember in church camp, there used to be an evangelist. Boy, he was a fireball. He used to preach a message entitled the high cost of low living. We're going to see a little bit of that today. Proverbs 5 and verse 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. One of the biggest mistakes we make when it comes to temptation is that we do not consider the cost. Cost meaning the consequences to come. It has been said that you can choose your sin, but you cannot choose your consequences. So Solomon's going to spend the next several verses reminding us of the cost of immorality. Now he starts with us losing our health. Sin takes a toll on our physical bodies. Some more than others. Immorality does have that high toll. First, you give your honor to others. Honor here means beauty or excellence. Your purity is to be prized and cherished. It's never to be given away lightly. So treasure your purity. The second half of the verse, though, bemoans the one who gives their years, and the wording here is unto the cruel. Cruel in Hebrew means violent or terrible. The thought here is that you give your beauty to someone, your excellence to someone who really could care less about you. They only wanted the gratification. This way you waste both your treasure and you end up wasting your time. And time, by the way, is something we can never have returned. So don't waste your time lusting and living in sin. Treasure your purity. Let's go to verse 10. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labor in the house of a stranger. Immorality not only will cost you your health, but it will also cost you your wealth. Where there is great money, there is always great temptation. This has been true from the old Californian gold mines. Guys struck it rich, and here came the prostitutes, to the gambling casinos of Las Vegas and other places of today. The two great temptations with such money are drugs and immorality. Immorality always has a high price tag, from divorce settlements to hotel rooms to extravagant gifts for your lover. The bills just keep adding up fast until the money runs out. Here especially the bill is high because Proverbs is talking about giving away our inheritance. Most likely this would have been their land and or their crops, which, by the way, remember, was given to them by God with promise. To make matters worse, they're taking God's blessings and then they're filling the house of strangers. And remember, stranger here speaks not of someone that we're not familiar with, but it speaks of someone that is outside of the people of God. God blesses all of his children, even you and me. And what a tragedy it would be for us to give our blessings of God away to ungodly people for very ungodly vices. Let's look at one more verse, verse number 11. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. Now, my first thought here is we should have mourned at the beginning, and that is see the tragedy of sin, but we don't often see it till the end. Funerals, we often reflect on life and what has or has not been accomplished. Some memories bring great rejoicing at funerals. Other memories bring what we would call regret. Often these regrets are from decisions made in anger or impatience. Others were made because we just had to have something, and then we realized later that it was not worth it. There are 2 consequences to giving yourself to the strange woman: destruction of flesh and family. The first warning is that our flesh will be consumed or destroyed. Immorality has destroyed many bodies through disease, violence, and in some cases, death. The other warning is about our body being consumed. Now, at first glance, body and flesh seem to be one and the same, but looking into the word, body shows us a difference. Body in Hebrew means nearest of kin. Immorality destroys your body, but it also destroys your family. And this happens through divorce, shame, other decisions. Your sin affects those around you, but please don't ever forget it especially affects your family. Sober verses today, but ones we need to consider. We'll see you next time.